Hey, what's going on guys? Arekkz here. Welcome back to another video for Rocket Arena, and today I want to come back with some tips because obviously now the game is out and hopefully some of you guys have had a chance to jump in. In fact, let me know in the comments down below if you're playing the game. If you are, do you have any favourite characters? How are you getting on? How are you finding it? All that good stuff. But I thought today I'll put together a few handy tips that you might want to factor in when you're playing the game if you want to kind of have that edge. Yes, admittedly it is kind of a fun party game, but you know what? You still want to win, right? So let's talk about how to get the one up on your opponent. Of course, I do want to give a massive shout out to EA for very kindly sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to go hands-on with the game ahead of time. If you missed the gameplay we uploaded the other day, then you can check out some more and you can take a look at all the characters, but let's talk about those tips. So, in at number one of the things to factor in when you're playing in the actual maps are environmental traps. These are kind of subtle things that you might not often even know exist. I'll be honest, the very first time I played the game, I didn't even know they were there, but I discovered them the other day, and basically there are some maps where there's typically one key environmental trap, and if you shoot it, it often has the chance to kind of destroy a lot of your enemies. Sometimes when you shoot it, say, it might rain down like elemental missiles on the map, or you might shoot it and it might kind of fire a rocket in like a chosen direction. Every map is different, and you can see a couple of examples here, but when you're playing in a map and obviously people don't necessarily know they're there, or they're just kind of grouping on a location, say you're playing something like Mega Rocket and people are forced to stay in a location because they've got to defend a point, and you happen to know that there is an environmental trap there, then you really can take full advantage of it and use that to lay waste to your enemies. Moving on from there to number 2 is slot your artifacts. So obviously as you play through the game, you can select your character and you can just play with them as default. There's nothing wrong with that, but if you really want to get the edge, then you can use artifacts. You'll accrue and obtain artifacts as you just play the game organically. You don't buy them or anything, you just earn them as you play and as you level up. But artifacts are kind of like your build in this game because you have 3 different slots to choose from, and these will effectively change the way that your character plays. Sometimes you can go as far as to take like a slow character, someone like Blastbeard, and give him some mobility options that basically allow him to move faster and better. You can have good ones that will basically reduce the cooldowns on your moves when you get KOs and things like that, so you can use your specials more frequently. And there's a lot of different ones, a lot of kind of like different playstyle ones. Some of them are damage focused, some of them are defense focused. They will obviously all influence how you play, and of course depending on the kind of player that you are, you might want to choose these selectively. But definitely make sure you're looking at these, because of course if you go into a game and you are playing the same characters and you happen to fight someone and they seem to be just destroying you, yes, maybe they're a better player, but also maybe they just happen to have some artifacts that are giving them the competitive edge. Of course, in at number 3, kind of an obvious one, but I don't see a lot of people using this when we look online, and that is dodge. Like, you're taught it in the tutorial that you can use your dodge ability to dodge people's incoming rockets, and in this game, rockets are pretty obvious when they come towards you. It's not like kind of a sort of a silent sniper shot. They are pretty much in your face, and the dodge ability, yes, admittedly it does work on a cooldown, so you can't just do it back to back, unless of course you happen to have the ninja headband, an item, in which case you can use them more frequently. But dodging is incredibly important, especially if you're getting comboed and to the point where you're being sent hurtling off the arena. A dodge, like a well-timed dodge, might just be the difference between life and death. Of course, following on from there, number 4, don't forget that you have your rocket climb. It's very easy just to focus on your rocket as your offensive weapon, the means through which you're going to basically destroy your enemy and send them into the stratosphere and KO them. But don't forget that you can also use it to climb. You can fire it beneath you to rocket jump, you can fire it into walls to climb yourself back up. So whether that be in, say, a treasure hunt mode and you want to sort of get to one of the higher positions where there are lots of coins much higher up, because often, if you want to get the most coins in something like treasure hunt, they tend to be in higher, harder to reach places. Alternatively, if you're sent flying off the map and you want to try and come back up, much like you would like up B in Smash Brothers, rocket jumping off the walls, off the surfaces will often kind of keep you in the game. Of course, it should go without saying that when you're playing a game like this, you want to stay mobile. Keeping active, moving around all the time as much as possible is going to be the best way to survive. You don't really want to stand still because, you're going to get hit a lot, you're going to get comboed a lot, and while some characters play differently, some characters it is a lot harder to kind of combo or kind of chain combos together because they have volleying shots like Blastbeard. Some characters, if you get caught in their combos when they've got those rapid fire precision shots, it really can be quite difficult. So especially moving around, keeping active, keeping moving and everything like that is the key to success. Jump a lot, roll a lot, dodge a lot, use your abilities, and never stay in one place at one time. It should of course go without saying in number 6 that you want to focus on the objective. A lot of the game modes in this are very objective driven. Yes, of course, if you're playing knockout, then you do just need to get knockouts, but it is very tempting sometimes in game modes just to focus on the kind of KO aspect because it's a lot of fun. But if you're playing something like Treasure Hunter, then you don't even need to get any KOs. You could literally just beeline, focus on getting the chest, and the second the coins spawn, run for all the coins, and even if the opposing team get umpteen different KOs, you're still ultimately going to come out on top because you're getting the coin. Same thing goes for the Rocket Ball style game mode, because obviously when someone gets the ball you do need to take it off them. If you can make a beeline for that and focus on scoring the goal, then of course you can definitely come out on top. And then the last thing is kind of a handy one if you're playing as a coordinated team, and that of course is team shooting. Because, you know, one of the natures in this game is using your rockets to juggle combo opponents so that you can then build up their health bar, build up their percentage bar, so you can send them flying. And while yes, you can ordinarily do that on your own, sometimes depending on the kind of shot you've got, and obviously depending on their evasive abilities, comboing them back to back can be quite challenging. So if you're playing as a team, you work together and you're able to team shot, then you can get people going out a hell of a lot quicker. Anyway, that's just a little rundown on a few handy tips that might give you the edge in battle when it comes to Rocket Arena. Again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any more questions, by all means let me know in the comments down below. And of course, be sure to keep it locked for plenty more. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget, if you haven't already done so, you can join the Arekkz Gaming Discord. We've got an awesome community over there with so many different channels for you to chat loads of different topics and different games. I'm in there, the team's in there. If you guys want to chat with us, find people to play with, it's just in general a great place to be. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to turn on those notifications so you don't miss any of our future uploads.